Hello everyone. Today I would like to give a little review about IELTS Writing Task 1. Here you need to write a short report. You will have 20 minutes to write at least 150 words about a diagram. These diagrams include 7 different types, which include bar charts, tables, line graphs, pie charts, maps, processes, or sometimes you'll see 2 charts together and you need to write about those. Now, it's really important to remember, do not try to write about everything you see in the diagram. That is true with one exception. That will be the process, but more on that in another video. Also, don't include your opinion. It might be very tempting, but do not include your opinion. And also, you do not need to write a conclusion in this short report. Because I want to give you a clear example of how to do this, we're going to be focusing in this video on what can be used for bar charts, line graphs, and tables. I will be making future videos to show pie charts, which are somewhat different, and the diagram, which is also very different, and the maps that are also different. So please don't forget to like and subscribe to follow for more when I share videos on those style of reports. Your introduction for this report is not to write some thesis statement. It is to identify the main structure of the chart. Imagine the reader is not looking at the chart. Does your introduction describe the chart well enough for them to understand what it is? You should include 5 basic things. 1, what type of chart is it? 2, what's the title? 3, what's the x-axis information? 4, what's the y-axis information? And 5, what's the legend? Some charts won't have a legend. In that case, you only need those 4 parts. Next, we need to identify the main trends. And this is going to be in your second paragraph or your overview. When looking at charts, there's generally 2 types. Some that don't show time and others that do show time. We call the first type static and the second type dynamic. And you want to ask yourself these questions. What is the biggest piece of data that is significant? And what is the smallest data that is also significant? So that will be your main trend for a static chart. For a dynamic chart, when we see changes over time, we want to ask ourselves, what has increased the most over time? What has decreased the most over time? What has stayed the same over time, or what has fluctuated over time? Once you have written about the main features of the chart in your introduction, and after you've identified the significant trends in your overview, your first body paragraph should look at that first significant trend and write details about it. And by details, we're talking about the actual numbers, usually found in the y-axis. And we want to report about those details, about that data. Here we can describe that data or make comparisons with other data in the chart. Your second body paragraph will be looking at that second significant trend and doing the exact same thing. You do not need to synthesize or analyze that data or give reasons of why that data is what it is. You just need to describe and compare what you see. All right, so that's it. You see, there are 4 simple paragraphs, and each paragraph has a specific job. You don't have to write about everything, so that pressure is off of you. And realize that this is only a 20-minute task with a diagram that you've never seen before in a foreign language. So what we're looking for is not just excellent grammar and vocabulary, we're looking for task completion, and we're looking for coherence and cohesion. Also, there's some very important differences between, for example, the bar chart diagram and the maps. So I'll be making future videos to show you how you want to approach the map task. Also, as I'm mentioning, X and Y axis for finding information, well, pie charts don't have an X and Y axis, do they? They do have legends, however. And so I will also be making more videos to show you how I go about those. So if you're interested in studying IELTS, and if specifically you're one of my students who I've sent this video to, you might want to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any future videos to help you review the IELTS exam. All right? It's been great seeing you guys, and talk to you next time. Bye-bye.